Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. Nanny here, back with a quick review. Well, actually it's not a review, it's more kind of sharing my 2 cents about this figure. The latest figure that I got, it's obviously the Elder Predator 2.0 version from Hot Toys. If you want to see a real in-depth review with all the details and explanations and possibilities about this figure, please watch my friend Andre Xenomorph's channel and his review. He really made a super nice detailed review, and I'm sure my friend Rick, the Clipper King, or as he calls himself newly, the Reviewer King, will be doing a fucking 50 minutes presentation, so there you can see all the details. I just want to let you know what I think about this bad boy. Now, the overall impression is absolutely amazing. This is, I think, the best Predator figure that Hot Toys ever produced. It's the most costly and, I think, time-intensive figure to paint and assemble and put together, because there is so much details going on. It's incredible and makes this piece truly an outstanding piece of art. I mean, for a mass product, this is an amazing job, really, from head to toe. Just absolutely fantastic. Too bad for all the guys who had the first version, which was one of the last holy grails in terms of value. I mean, the initial Predator, Elder Predator, sold on eBay for like $700, $800, $900 sometime. Obviously it's gonna lose its value because of this new 2.0 version, which is definitely better and nicer and costs only $250. I suppose the initial Predator, Elder Predator, will lose dramatically in value, but you know, that's sadly part of the game. On the other side, a lot of collectors are happy to get a second chance to get one now. And if you don't have this one on pre-order, I highly recommend to be quick, because it's already sold out on the first day with Hot Toys, so it seems to be a very hot item. And I think as soon as this figure hits the stores across the US and worldwide, it will be sold out within 1 or 2 weeks. I guarantee you that. So you better go to your local shops and, you know, pre-order it or put it on hold, because you will regret it if you don't. The only thing that bothered me when I saw the first pictures was the color of the dreadlocks, which appeared to me very blue, almost like a, you know, kind of a sea royal blue, but actually it's not. I was really surprised when I got him today and I opened the box. The dreads look more kind of a grayish, greenish, faded tone, which is pretty much movie accurate. I mean, you know, he's supposed to be the elder, the senior one with gray hair. So it's not as bad as I thought, so that's nice. The overall paint job is fantastic. It really looks like, you know, his typical reptile skin pattern is fading out. So he looks like an older or elder Predator. And what makes this figure really so special is all this love and attention to details. I mean, there is so much details going on. You can watch this figure and spin it around and around for half an hour and you will always see something new. I mean, check this bone necklace here. I mean, it's like every single bone and bean individually put on a strap or on a thread. So you can imagine how long it took to put all this together. And also the paint job is perfect. I mean, you know me, I'm an extreme nitpicker when it comes down to paint jobs, and especially with Predators, it's gotta be as, you know, movie accurate and lifelike as possible. And I have to say, this is fantastic. Nothing, absolutely nothing to complain about it. So overall, I can say this is a perfect representation of the Elder Predator. Nothing to complain about it. Well, maybe just one little thing, you know, just to mention it. The figure is pretty stiff and sturdy, especially the joints, which is quite cool because, you know, you have a strong hold and all that, and also the ball joints and the hips are ratchet mechanics, so, you know, it gives him a strong hold. But I really had a hard time finding a sort of a dynamic pose. I don't know, maybe it's just about the character that's not supposed to be in a kind of a fighting or dynamic pose, because, you know, we know him only for a few moments in the last sequence of the movie where he basically stands like this. So to me this was like the only pose, acceptable pose for this figure, which is kind of, or, you know, takes away the fun factor, because with action figures you're supposed to be playing around with them and, you know, putting them in different poses and shapes and whatnot. So I really wonder if my friend Rick, the Clipper King or Reviewer King, is able to, you know, bring out more dynamic poses, because he is a posing master. To me, that's the pose that does best for this character. Now let me quick show you a comparison between the quarter scale NECA Predator, which is obviously a custom painted job by myself, but it's not about the paint job, it's just about the sculpt. Because I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think seriously the NECA sculpt is more accurate and looks more, you know, menacing and fearsome than the Hot Toys one. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a beast, it's a beautiful head sculpt, but there is something about these mandibles here, the jaw line. I don't know, I think it's kind of short. I think it should be a little bit longer, you know, sort of extended, like here. You know, you see? It's definitely a longer jawline. I don't know, maybe it's just me, I'm not quite sure, but I personally think the NECA head sculpt is better than the one from Hot Toys. But as I said, I mean, this is really nitpicking on the highest level, you know, it's just me. But other than that, this figure is fantastic. And let me show you how he looks next to his bodies. This is obviously the City Hunter and the Shadow Predator. I mean, they all look really, really cool as a group. The only one that's missing now is Lieutenant Harrigan, Danny Glover. There is a custom head sculpt available through Snyderman, I think is his name. So I really think now it's about time to get Danny Glover as Lieutenant Harrigan done. So yeah, that's basically it. Oh yeah, the cover here and the box. You know, nothing special. Looks nice, pretty cool. Can be used as backdrop picture. Looks nice. Not overdone, so it's still the figure in the front that gets all the attention. So congrats to everyone who has this bad boy on pre-order. The other one who missed out, you better be quick about it and go and get it in your local shops. And I can guarantee you this figure will be sold out worldwide in no time, and it's gonna be a bitch to get it for a reasonable price in a couple of months. So do your thing. Thanks for watching and see you around on the tube. Bye bye.